This is the final project of the linguistic landscape of Ocean Avenue by Grant Toner, Wenshan Zhao, Jenny Chen, and Mark Wu. Ocean Avenue is a busy street in the Ingleside neighborhood, which is near San Francisco State. There's a large Chinese population, and Asians and Asian Americans make up 50% of the city's population. Other races include Hispanic, white, and African American. There's a lot of Chinese businesses, but there's also a lot of American businesses, so it's probably like a 50-50 ratio to that. What our group did was we analyzed all the businesses that advertised in either English and Chinese or just Chinese characters alone, and we wanted to see what the typical customer was, like what language they spoke, and see if they had a lot of English-speaking customers, etc. And then this analysis took place on the entire street of Ocean Avenue, which is a very large street. It's pretty much representative of the entire town of Ingleside. So as we can see from this advertisement by JoJo's Cafe, there are two advertisements placed in each window of the store, and they both say breakfast special, and they include everything that it comes with. And Mark translated, and both of those mean the same thing. And we also noticed that the customers inside there were about like a half makeup of English-speaking white people and Chinese Americans. This is one of a few examples of a restaurant changing its name from English into Chinese. So, Owl Cafe Bakery, when those characters are translated, it translates to Love Group Bakery House. The characters on Joe's Excellent Chinese sign actually translate to Rich, Prosperous, Daily, Nutritious Breakfast, which is interesting because you have to think about who's gonna attend here. So if, like, say an English speaking American is just looking for Chinese food, they would look for someone that has Chinese cuisine in their logo. But Chinese Americans or people who immigrated from China tend to eat Chinese food often, so it's not specifically Chinese food to them. They're specifically advertising breakfast to them. The characters on Emmy's sign translates to tasty. Quickly is a chain restaurant, but it has a large Chinese American consumer base, and the cashier at Quickly spoke Mandarin Cantonese, so we had to translate that into English.
那请问你的母语是
中文，
中文、
粤语。
粤语、中文跟粤语。那请问你的家庭也是中文跟粤语？
对对对对。
那他们是在
他们回中国发展，但是有时候会过来。
OK。那请问这家店的主要顾客是讲中文还是讲粤语？
其实英文跟中文都有，因为它比较近 City College， 然后那边中文的比较多，但是其实来的顾客英文也会，就是外国人也多，就是一半一半。
那请问你是在这里在这里工作，还是你是这家店的？
不是，我是在这里工作而已。
那好，谢谢你的访问，谢谢。
The second business we filmed was Super Q, which is similar to Quickly in that it is mainly a Chinese American customer base. However, it is their sign is in English, and they are more of a chain rather than a mom and pop shop.
What's your first language?
My first language is Cantonese.
But are you born in?
Yes, I was born in America, but my family was born in China.
Okay. And so your family family speak Cantonese?
Yes.
And also, do you know like the name of this shop? Do you know? It's like Super Q.
Yes, the Super Cute Cafe.
And do you know like any meanings? Like why?
There's actually not really a big meaning about it. I believe our manager said they were saying how Super Cute has something to do with a game. Actually, I don't really know exactly what he was saying specifically. But I think he just you notice like our logo has this little cute white ball. I think it just stands for like a boba, a white boba.
Is your boss also speaking Cantonese?
He actually speaks Mandarin.
What languages do like your average customer? Are there a lot of Chinese Americans, like bilingual?
Yeah, mostly our the customers that we usually receive here is mostly like Chinese or American, but they're really Americanized kind of Asian. We do have like really Asian people that speak Chinese to us, and like some of us don't understand that, but like we do have Chinese people that could translate for them perfectly. So it's really rare to see them, but mostly American people here, Asian American.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So the third interview was at Wing Long Ocean Hardware, which is a very very different from the first two we just viewed because they were more chain restaurants like corporations, and this is more of a single run kind of place.
Well, are you born here?
Yes.
Okay, then do you use any language other than English at home?
I use Cantonese.
Oh. How do you learn Cantonese?
From my parents.
Is there a special meaning of this shop? The name of the shop?
I think the shop is named after a street in Hong Kong.
What are who are usually your customers? Are they usually Americans, Chinese Americans?
We have all kinds of customers come in.
Yeah, and then a lot of customers who don't speak English.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time. Thank you for letting us interview you.
Thank you.
So our fourth interview was at a crepe restaurant called Five Sweets, and what really got my attention was that they only have one sign with Chinese characters on it. So Chinese was probably the most welcoming business owner we had. He was very he sat down with us and he took his time. And also I noticed when picking up the newspaper in there that he was just recently in an article, and he was born in Hong Kong, and he graduated from San Francisco State, and while maintaining his crepe shop, he works 40 hours a week as an accountant.
What's your first language?
Cantonese.
Cantonese?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool. And then you're from
Hong Kong. Mm-hmm.
And when did you learn English?
When?
Yeah.
When I was in Hong Kong, we're still under the UK system. So basically, I'm half Chinese, half English. My textbook is always English, but the lecture is in Chinese.
Okay.
Something like this. Yeah. So it's a mix. I was when I was in Hong Kong, it's called Form 4, Form 5. I was in a science major, so physical, chemistry, biology. It's all English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then do you encounter a lot of Chinese American customers in
This
Chinese
is
speaking customers?
Actually, this is an exception to this business. You assume I have a lot of Chinese customers. In reality, I don't.
That means your order is ready.
The simple thing is about the crepes is basically a Western taste, and the taste I make is basically American or even European taste. So it's slightly the Chinese doesn't get used to it.
Yeah. So do you still practice Cantonese at all?
No, I speak Cantonese too every day.
Yeah. In
Every
what
day.
in what context?
What do you mean by in what context?
Like who are you speaking it to?
My family.
Your family?
My
Yeah.
parents. My kids.
So
Like I talk to
Yeah.
my wife. We still Cantonese.
so you still practice it? You still maintain it?
It's still a primary language, half. I mean, I'm a kind of split personality.
Yeah.
When I go to work, I always speak English because my boss is American.
Yeah.
So everybody speaks English. No Chinese at all.
Yeah.
So when I at home, I'm Cantonese.
Yeah.
So it's kind of split personality. It's automatic. It's kind of automatic. It's not like I have to intentional or some way I have to force myself to speak in either language. It's kind of I'm kind of get natural too. So I talk to you in English. I know I have to.
Yeah.
So it will come out.
Yeah,
but when I go home, when I talk to my parents, it's always Cantonese. It's kind of natural.
So your target market is Americans with the food you're making?
No. This is something I still working on. Marketing is what I need right now. I need to know what kind of customers. But right now, my memory serve me is like most of my customer is American. Mm-hmm. No, not American. European. Yeah, white people is the most.
Yeah.
But, unless you are born here, you get used to the American food or grapes or sweets. The Chinese they come, they don't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
They find it's
like
really hard.
My parents don't enjoy any food other than Chinese food.
I know noodles, rice, the Chinese is 就粉面饭. Okay,
Yes.
this is the way they want. This is no more than that.
Yeah. Is that reason why you have only few signs in Chinese?
Yes, because of that.
Because of that.
I have to make sure my primary my prime customer is been served first.
Okay.
For the Chinese, they love to go to Super Q or Quickly. They talk Chinese all the way. Fine, I'm okay with it, and I'm not competing with the customer. Too. My customer base is totally different.
What all the information we concluded from the interviews and the observations of the signs tell us is that this is a very multilingual community. It's not strictly just Chinese Americans or Chinese speakers. There's also a lot of English speakers. And what you didn't see in the film is that even a lot of the American companies are targeting Chinese buyers. Like in the CVS on Ocean Avenue, there's an entire aisle that is just all Chinese products. And then we also see the same thing that the Chinese businesses are targeting English speakers too. We saw that with JoJo's. Like they want both English and Chinese speakers, which is a good thing because it actually merges the cultures and creates more of cultural diffusion, which can be a positive thing. And we also observed like the changes in the business's name in English and in Chinese, and we noticed that a lot of the times in English they're trying to they have like an American name like Emmys or just JoJo's, and then in Chinese it's more advertising what the product is, such as Joe's Excellent Chinese, where we saw the Chinese translation to nutritious breakfast. Also, we see that this area is not a very English-only mentality, because a lot of English speakers, American English speakers who aren't of Chinese descent, are going to Chinese restaurants and interacting with different cultures, and I think that's part of the reason they are attracted to these restaurants that promote in Chinese, because they are more authentic. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.